Real Madrid abandoned Trent Alexander Arnold transfer quest as Liverpool learned Tchouameni plan. Liverpool have been handed another significant lift in their quest to keep Trent Alexander Arnold on Merseyside after reports from Spain revealed Real Madrid have now officially ruled out a January move for the player, though the Reds' quest to sign Aurelien Tchouameni are impacted as a direct consequence. The Reds' right-back falls out of contract at Anfield at the end of the current campaign and will be eligible to negotiate a pre-contract agreement with an overseas side of his choosing from January 1st. And with Liverpool still not having reached an agreement on an extension with the player, alarm bells are starting to ring given he could effectively commit to another side just 43 days from now. With 102 goal involvements during his time at Anfield, Real Madrid have made no secret of their wish to bring Alexander Arnold to Spain, having made the 33-cap England international one of their major targets in the 2025 transfer windows. But with Los Blancos having seen their defense decimated by season-ending injuries to Dani Carvajal and Eder Militao, reports over the last week have suggested the Spanish giants are ready to bring forward their plans to sign Alexander Arnold in January instead, to try and talk Liverpool into a deal. Spanish outlet TDF reported Real Madrid were willing to offer the Reds a cash adjustment of €25 million, £20. 9m, $27.3 million, as well as France midfielder Tchouameni in exchange for Alexander Arnold. However, a new update from Relevo claims Real will now abandon their efforts to land Alexander Arnold in January, with the brutal reality of the situation meaning any attempts to try lure him away from Merseyside in the winter window would be futile. The report claims Real coach Carlo Ancelotti has come to accept that his side will in fact be unable to make any signings in January full stop. With their next new arrival not expected now until the summer transfer window, the impact of that, however, will also seemingly end Real's willingness to let Tchouameni depart. The France midfielder had reportedly been open to a move to Anfield, but the reigning La Liga champions now plan to keep him for the time being, at least with the former Monaco man now considered as one of Ancelotti's dwindling options to fill in for Real in either central defense or at right back. That does not mean Real Madrid will completely rule out the addition of Alexander Arnold further down the line, and the possibility of bringing the player to the Bernabeu in the summer window will be a transfer they continue to pursue. Sources have told Team Talk that officials from the Spanish giants have been in what has been described to us as constant contact with the player and his entourage, and they remain very much keen to lure him to the La Liga once the current campaign ends. However, reports in the last few days have indicated Real's chances of a deal may in fact be fading. That's after journalist Graham Bailey reported last week that the Reds are now convinced the player would commit to a new deal at Anfield, having reached a breakthrough in negotiations after offering the player what had been deemed a record deal for an English player in the Premier League. Furthermore, owners Fenway Sports Group are now reported to have a growing belief that he would reject Real Madrid for two reasons, and with details emerging of when an official announcement would be made. Journalist James Pearce had already completely ruled out the prospect of Alexander Arnold leaving for the Bernabeu in January. There's absolutely zero chance that Trent Alexander Arnold will go anywhere in January, he told the Athletics Walk-On podcast. I mean, I saw some nonsense yesterday about Real Madrid planning a bid for him in January or something. I just don't believe that's true. And I certainly don't believe it for a minute. It's absolute nonsense. And the player himself has also stated his desire to at the very least see out the current campaign on Merseyside. I have always said I want to captain the club. That is a goal of mine. Whether that happens is out of my hands, Alexander Arnold told the media following a routine win over Bournemouth at Anfield earlier this season. I want to be a Liverpool player this season, as a minimum, is what I will say. Asked about the conditions that could persuade him to sign a new deal, he added, the most important thing is always trophies. I want to win trophies. This season we are looking really good. It is still early days, but we need a lot of consistency. It will be difficult, but we are looking to win as many trophies as we can. Meanwhile, Liverpool are reported to have practically closed their first signing of the January window, with reports in Spain revealing a bargain deal is in place to sign Loic Bade, with Arne Slot getting the green light for January additions to boost his quadruple trophy-chasing squad. It's claimed Richard Hughes has struck a bargain deal to bring the Sevilla defender to Anfield. And having beaten a plethora of Premier League rivals in the process, elsewhere, Slot is also reported to have made Inter Milan striker Marcus Thuram a priority signing in the summer window. The France attacker was on Jurgen Klopp's wishlist for some time, before he opted for a move to Italy, but with a huge exit clause in his deal, Illinois Gazzetta dello Sport claims the Reds are ready to pounce to bring the free-scoring star to Merseyside this summer. Such a signing would undoubtedly cast doubts over the future of Darwin Núñez, and now a former Arsenal star has urged Mikel Arteta to take advantage by bringing the Liverpool striker to North London.